掌声送给 PLEAGUE Crew。谢谢 PLEAGUE Crew 卖力的开场表演。Hello， 现场所有的乘客，大家好，欢迎来到 PLEAGUE 桃园璞园领航员的主场，我是李一博。
Hello， 大家好，我是今天的代班 MC 凯莉。
嘿，引颈期盼的球赛呢又来了，那很开心今天可以在我们的主场看到各位大朋友、小朋友来到主场来支持领航员。在这边呢，想要先听到大家最大的尖叫声。好的，新的球季，凯莉有没有什么话想跟我们乘客朋友说？
真的是很高兴可以在开幕战担任代班 MC， 然后其实我非常的紧张，但是我知道我们乘客都是非常温暖的，希望你们可以跟我一起支援收赢，获得胜利。
所以啦，今天呢也要跟我们凯莉还有 PLEAGUE Crew 一起来帮飞行员加油。好的，在比赛开始之前，我们要用热情来欢迎今天所有的长官以及与会贵宾。好，先用热情欢迎我们桃园市政府市长张善政市长。
市长好，
欢迎市长。好的，欢迎市长来到我们的场中，来跟我们球迷朋友们说些话。欢迎市长。
各位球迷朋友，大家午安。
市长好。
非常兴奋，又到了我们球季开赛的第一站。那今天我们璞园领航员对富邦，我刚刚特别问了，我说今天这一季比上一季怎么样？看起来比上一季好很多。
谢谢市长。
谢谢。
这一季我们大家一起给我们璞园领航员加油，拿到冠军，好不好？大家加油，璞园领航员加油！谢谢。
谢谢市长。好的，请市长入座来休息，谢谢。接下来欢迎桃园璞园领航员副领队暨球团发言人台湾飞人陈信安，请安哥跟大家打个招呼。下面欢迎我们桃园市政府副秘书长金志玉副秘书长，欢迎。欢迎桃园市政府体育局局长许彦辉局长。欢迎桃园市观光发展基金会副执行长陈信守副执行长。接下来我们要欢迎 PC Home 网络家庭，欢迎电子商务3C 部副总经理万月伟副总经理，欢迎。
欢迎副总经理。
欢迎电子商务3C 部副总监林玉璇副总监。
欢迎副总监。
欢迎我们电子商务3C 部资深产品经理陈伟伦经理，欢迎。
欢迎经理。
接下来欢迎 OVO 展券创意股份有限公司业务副理梁展佳副理，欢迎。欢迎我们奥利维格创办人赖淑芬 Tiffany， 欢迎。欢迎奥利维格副总经理陈和君 Howard， 欢迎。
欢迎。
欢迎我们达美乐朱恒毅加盟主，欢迎。
欢迎。
好的，欢迎我们所有的长官以及贵宾。现在呢，我们要邀请我们所有我们要邀请我们副领队暨球团发言人安哥来致赠我们的实战夹克外套给到我们的市长，欢迎安哥，以及欢迎我们市长来到中圈，掌声欢迎。请我们雅雅献上我们第5季球员实战版夹克。看 那我们中间的媒体朋友，有我们的发言人安哥来致赠我们第5季的球员版实战版夹克，送给我们张善政市长。好的，谢谢请市长还有安哥留步。我们要邀请我们所有的球员以及我们队上的教练团一起上台来合影，欢迎。请我们的球员一起来中圈列队，和我们的市长来合照。好的，请我们媒体朋友呢，来协助我们的队伍来调整角度。整体靠我的左手边一小步，整体靠我左手边一小步，不好意思，靠我左手边一小步，整体靠我的左手边一小步，可以再靠近一点。好，看中间，3、2、1，耶！再来一张，3、2、1，Let's go Pilots！ 好，看到我们左边的媒体朋友一张，耶！中间的媒体朋友再一张，3、2、1。好，右边的媒体朋友也一张，3、2、1。好的，谢谢我们市长，谢谢安哥，谢谢我们所有球员以及教练团，请我们的市长以及安哥入座来稍作休息，谢谢。在今天呢，我们的球团也准备了一个小影片呢，要送给我们的老朋友郑雅，请大家看荧幕。
政治大学的张郑雅，哇，恭喜我们来自政大的张郑雅！再一颗郑雅，再来一颗吗？张郑雅 is on fire！ 5记3分球啊！ 送出来有点歪了，张郑雅捡到之后往下投进，张郑雅，哇！这一次投进之后，迫使福尔摩沙台新梦想家要喊出暂停了。
Make the last 3 is the example of being mentally on the game break. 先讲。
有什么话想跟未来的自己说？我希望他能够享受挑战，然后享受起伏的过程。就是我知道他会很努力，所以加油！不要怕在尝试里面会有犯错的时刻，不一定有正确答案，但是你要去努力去找出怎么样才是最适合你自己的。
永远的3分流星雨，张郑雅。不管郑雅到哪里呢，我们都会永远祝福她。当然，今天郑雅罚球的话，大家还是要闹起来。好，谢谢郑雅。接下来欢迎来访客队台北富邦勇士。
首先为各位介绍今日来访客队台北富邦勇士篮球队登录名单：0号赖廷恩，1号 No.1 Brandon Walters 沃特斯，6号吴永胜，11号洪海杰，12号林志杰，14号蔡文成，18号林志伟。24号简廷照，27号张镇牙，先发5人 Starting 5，4号陈佑伟，5号 No.5 Jordan Hamilton 汉密尔顿，8号周桂宇，23号 No.23 Brandon Smart 石伯恩，55号 No.55 Jeffrey Ricky 威西。 调练团总教练许敬哲，执行教练吴永仁，助理教练林伟浩，魏维良、赵邓，体能教练郑维轩，总经理叶宗宇。
收球擦板没进，两球失球发生失误，
那当然可惜没有把握住，
尽力了。这一刻为浦原停留，
第14连霸，第二是在1胜3败的情况下呢，结果大逆转成功，
在一片不看好的声浪当中，率先抢下了冠军赛的门票。
第一拍切入，打了一个长传，出手不多，最后杀到底，左手上。
但是林志也丢进了中路。
3分球来了，欧洲步跨进来，接到最后他们得分。
桃园璞园领航员球员名单：球衣背号1号，门神回来到禁区据所，篮板限制P.LG。球衣背号3号，控球生力军，场上就是拼，帅气笑声陈立胜。球衣背号7号，有什么事他来瞧，外线移动炮台敲出鱼。球衣背号10号，欧仁维拉坚持到底，领航小可爱李志伟。球衣背号42号 ，Number 42，空中巨神兵，领航大男孩 Julian Boy。球衣背号6号，关键杀手，急速狂奔，关达拉梅拉，关大佑。球衣背号12号，领航剑齿虎 ，Never Give Up，篮球贵公子李佳康。
and gentlemen, seniors and youth, it's week 2 of the Plus League season, and we're back to the site of the conclusion of last season, Taoyuan Arena. The Taoyuan Pauian Pilots host the Taipei Fubon Braves here on a Saturday night. This was the matchup to open our season up. It was a low-scoring slog a week ago where the Pilots won 84-74. Hello everyone, I'm Ryan Chen. Your English play-by-play on screen right now is the Mandarin broadcast duo. NCCU Griffins head coach Chen and Eddie Zhang Yaozong will be providing the Mandarin commentary. 球迷朋友们，你找到了英文转播，要听陈子威跟张耀宗的讲评，当然就按到中文的直播连接。谢谢你的收看，记得 Plus League 的转播在 YouTube 都要帮我们按赞。The Braves had a back-to-back last weekend and prefer much better getting the victory over the Steelers. As the first game was one to forget, their locals did not make a single three-pointer, and they lost first overall pick Mohamed Mbaye to a foot sprain at the end of the third quarter. He is expected to be out for 6 weeks to heal up. Meanwhile, on the Pilot side, 5 players scored in double digits, and they have made the change to the starting lineup. We'll see how that affects the minutes played in their rotations. But 5 players scored in double digits. If you ask me, led by while Justin, number 16, last year's MVP, Lu Junxiang, had an off night, 5 for 18 from the field, 3 for 7 from the line of a true shooting percentage of 35%. He still got 15 points in the end. Pauian Mayor in the number 1 Pilots jersey, Zhang Sanci, gave some opening remarks previously and was presented with a team jacket. For the first note of the game, it's the Pilots imports. The trio of Travion Graham, Julian Boyd, and Alec Brown will be the threesome for a bit, as their 4th import, Jared Jones, is still out with injury. In fact, underwent surgery once arriving to Taiwan. In particular, Travion Graham and Alec Brown, last year members of the Pilots squad, in Season 4 had the highest winning percentage of players who played 20 minutes or more. Graham, 9 wins, 2 losses. Brown, 23 wins, 7 losses. And the yet-to-be-mentioned Julian Boyd is actually a rather efficient player. You saw in the last game, 19 points, 15 rebounds. His career in the Plus League per 36, about 20.5 points, 12.5
其实有想过，就是自己状况不好的时候，但没想到就这么快就遇到了。对，那这时候就是还是一样，相信你的教练，然后相信你的队友，然后打出我们领航员团队的球风。我觉得球队已经磨合了3年了，然后我们教练团跟我们队友都已经有彼此很好的默契，然后我相信我们还是持续的帮助彼此，今年领航员应该会有很好的成绩啊。领航员是一支很有能量的球队，就是我们永远不放弃，然后团队合作。那也很感谢元年就支持领航员球队的球迷，那我们还是会持续的展现我们的领航员的能量给大家看。
Justin Lu Junxiang answering about his first game performance, the status of the team, and his word to the fans, saying that he's got to trust the coaches and trust himself. And as for the 4 wins in a row, including preseason and East Asia Super League game and the opening game, saying that the squad knows each other well, with Irigi Caminos, a 3rd-year head coach now. They say you got to help each other out and compete as a team. And thanks to the fans who've been supporting all along. Justin last year won the Plus League MVP with an average scoring mark of 16.8 per game. Now, he wasn't doing it on insane shooting splits, a true shooting of about 51%, effective field goal of 44%, but notably, the largest sample size to go off of 578 attempts from the field, 141 free throw shots. Both of those marks, besides on the local side, lead the team. On the other side, there's not so much continuation on the Braves in terms of their imports. They brought in 4 new imports, and also are waiting on Nick King to recover from an injury. The graphic belongs to Jordan Hamilton, who's averaged 19 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists through 2 games of play. The line on top asks if he's like what Michael Singletary provided to the Braves. Singletary's career, 22 points, 10.8 rebounds, 4.5 assists. But I think the biggest separation is Singletary is a 34% career plus league 3-point shooter, while going off of a usage rate that is field goals, free throws, and turnovers of only about 28%. Meanwhile, Hamilton in the early going, plus the preseason, only 3 for 28 from 3, 71% from the line, but on 32% of a usage rate. Any player that shows proficiency, shows good accuracy, deserves more touches, deserves the basketball. But the opposite will also hurt your team. Similarly, talking to a guard for the Braves, it's Chen Taoyuan. Asked about the team's condition and the status of playing without Mohamed.
自己也是加入新的球队嘛，然后也是教练啊、学长他们都给我很多的信心，让我在场上发挥这样，然后自己也是要跟他们再去做更多的磨合，然后让我们可以在场上就是发挥得更好这样。子墨也算就是比较全面的球员嘛，然后他可以在场上帮助我们，不管进攻还是防守上都有很大的帮助。那我相信其实就是大家应该也知道他的受伤，那我觉得。 我们要去分担，然后他的不管进攻还是防守上的一些缺失吧。然后我自己的上面的话，应该就是企图心再更强吧，然后把他的得分啊，或者是一些防守上的再弥补回来这样。
So anyway, sharing that as a new member of the team, still trying to get into the program, says it's a work in progress, but the veterans on the team have been helping out and hope they continue to play better, just like their turnover from Saturday to Sunday. And then asked about Mo, says he's a complete player, helps out on both sides, and they'll have to make up for his loss. And for Taoyuan personally, will perhaps play a little bit more aggressively and try to score the basketball. So anyway, 3 seasons as a member of the Kaohsiung Steelers. He and former pilot Zhang Zheya were the notable free agent signings with the Braves. So anyway, coming along with fellow Steeler Lin Ziwei. Here's the 3 officials for the game. Hong Yongren, Lai Jianzong, and Chen Zhaoying from left to right. And it's time to introduce the starters. Jeffrey Witt, he will get his first start as a Brave next to Brendan Smart. Josh Dokoi, Chen Taoyuan, and Jordan Hamilton. On the pilot side, we have Alec Brown, Travion Graham, number 25, Lin Chen will get the start next to Ethan Buyouts at number 30 and Justin, number 69. Now, if you notice, Pauian Arena is in a different configuration. I had to look back at the previous game broadcast. The only other time where the Pilots had the scorer's table and the benches across from the stadium grandstand was the first ever home game they played here in Taoyuan Arena, Game 6 of the inaugural season. Back on January 3rd, 2021, the Pilots won that game 104-100 with Anthony Tucker scoring 42 points and setting a plus league record with 10 made threes. Pilots not too shabby themselves. They were led by Kadeem Jack, 27 points, and Si Jinyao, 22 points on 6 made threes. Taoyuan City Mayor once again out, this time to throw up the ceremonial opening tip. As mentioned, Jeffrey is getting his first start, coming off the bench for 2 preseason games in the first 2 games of the regular season last week. Braves hoping to make more out of their import rotations by having Whitey start and Brendan Walters, who played very well in the Sunday game. He's a very lethal scorer against the Steelers. So with all the pregame festivities over with, ball is tipped up and won by the Pilots wearing their orange and black TYP jerseys. Vivian Graham and Linton on a side. Down to the size mismatch. Graham spinning down to Linton. Can't get around Whitey, and it's a stop for the Braves as they pushed up ahead. Sanyoe getting into his range, but missing as Whitey with the board as they pass it around. Down low, nobody checking, and a stop but a whistle. It looks like Linton got there a little bit late. Look, the Pilots not on their assignments. Linton, only 24 years old, and already a 5th-year pro with the Pilots. And Jeffrey goes 1 for 2 at the line, and that's how we get the scoring started off. Ethan trying to go with a speed mismatch against Hamilton. To 9. So down to Brown, he's doubled. Back to Ethan, his 3 on the way, bounced out, and a long rebound to the offense. How about another try? This time it was Justin. Deep 3 by Zokoi, but that's in and out, and now Hamilton will get a second chance off the backboard and in. Pilots still looking for their first score here at home. Fabian given space, he launches, and that's good. During the regular season last year, Graham was about a 31% three-point shooter, but not seen by other teams on their scouting report as a big threat, but rained it down against the Lioneers in a 6-game series in the end where they defeated the boys in purple as the Braves get another offensive board. First on Ethan, second on the Pilots. See the white dots underneath their team names on your scorebook. That's the team foul. Guarded by Justin, goes down low. Bouncing it around as Smart will miss from the top. Brandon Smart was 4 for 8 from 3 on the Sunday game. You could say in place of Muhammad as Linton knocks it down from the corner. Second time in 2 games. How about Smart from the right wing? That's in. So as to the three-point shooting by the Braves, I did the math. 7 of them were off the dribble. 10 of them were catch and shoot. These are the local players as Justin denied at the hoop. Now Alec Brown, a floating jumper short. Lucky bounce to the Pilots as they did not get the ball on the basket. Of those 17 threes by the Braves, 8 were open, 6 were mildly contested, and 3 covered. And as we mentioned, they did not make a single one. Already a much better start tonight. Little blind pig action as Smart bring it into long 2 range, and that's a bucket. Coming into tonight, Brendan Smart, 6 for 15 from the field. As mentioned, hitting those 4 threes on Sunday. Graham got him in the air. Sit. Out to you, Alec Brown. Patient offense results in a Pilots miss, but a good look. To the corner. There's Tokoi trying to take Lingsa down low, and deflected pass. Running low on time, Smart looking for an outlet. Taoyuan with some space, offers up a prayer. Alec Brown touches the rebound. To Alec Brown, who misses the jam. And here come the Braves on the break as Justin pokes it away from Hamilton. He squares up and misses the 3. Little 2-on-3 as Justin fires away. Still no good. These 5 p.m. games tend to have the close side of the court darker than the far side, because the hardwood is laid down, not in the center of this arena. How about Smart once again from the top, and a bingo. That opens up a 11-6 Braves lead. Smart with already 8 points. Screen and going under as Justin can't get it to go. I've been saying Pauian Arena in the last 2 years has been one of the lowest scoring environments in the Plus League. Josh kicking it to Taoyuan, left open, and another offensive board. Smart again from pull-up range, but this one's in and out. Ethan with the speed mismatch, ducking under and missing as good team rebounding effort by the Braves. Wearing this powder blue jersey, supposed to be a throwback as Smart vacates the inside. Jeffrey, no good. A lot of action has passed for not a lot of breakage as Travion Graham goes coast to coast. Now it's Graham's turn to guard Hamilton. One ball screen, and they do get the switch. A whistle eventually comes. Should be a baseline out of bounds after the break. The action going along very quickly. Braves up by 3 in the early goings here in Game 3.
谢谢 Pilots Crew。航向席的朋友。
Welcome back to the broadcast. Your likes on the YouTube live stream are appreciated. The last pilot score was Travion Graham going from one end to the other, a one-man show. Coming into tonight, he is a 5 for 12 shooter. Braves second to come out of their huddle. And it looks like our first look on the day of a new import, Brendan Walters, born in Chattanooga, Tennessee. No screen for Taniaway. He gives it a try, and that's off the mark. This time the long rebound pulled down by a new pilot in the game, Jackie Lee Jiakang, forced out of bounds. A little out of control there. Jackie scored 13 points on 3 of 6 three-point shooting. And I looked it up. When he has a game of making 3 or more threes, that's happened 4 times in his career, as Zijia saves it from going out of bounds. A forced shot, somehow getting it to go by Hamilton. Well, the Pilots are 3 wins, 1 losses. The only loss came when the Pilots team only made 8 of 41. Jackie had 4 of those as Justin finally drains a 3. You can follow along with the statistics of the game, pleagueofficial.com/game/600 on the web URL, as the Braves get the counter from Zijie. Beast letting it known that this could be his last year. Very quickly, the Pilots missed their 3, and it's a run-out opportunity. Losing the handle of it, and a turnover as the ball goes out of bounds. Changes for both teams. You see the pick and roll coverage by the Pilots a little too loose. Out to Smart, have already 8 points to his name. He's the leading scorer of the contest as Ethan gets into the mid-range, is hit. We'll have to earn it from the line. Looks like the help defense is what drew the whistle. See Brendan Smart jumping in there from behind. Fialton, Iri Caminos' starting point guard. Last season was only a 60% free throw shooter. 33 for 55. Rookie Chen Li-sen will take his place as Hamilton will head to the bench, and Winston Tai Winston will come on for the Braves. Braves still with the lead as Boyd forces it back. and will cause a turnover. Hit off of Walters, and ball ended up in the front court. So younger basketball coaches pay attention in the FIBA rule book. If you take it in the front court, only a 14-second shot clock as Lington will return. Graham trying to muscle in, leaves it short. A little bit of shenanigans on the transition, and another foul. That's the fourth on the Pilots. Beast and Walters on his side as the easy double team comes, and Jackie getting past one, has one man to beat, will lay it in with the left hand. Not good on the Braves' part to fail at a low post entry pass, especially coming from Zijie. More help by Jackie, and he gets himself another steal down to the basket, but tapped out of bounds. The Pilots going small, as down low, it's Julian Boyd sneaking behind the defense. Quick double team. Beast gets it out down low. Withy patient with it, and a whistle comes. He'll have to earn it from the line. I don't know what Withy was complaining about. That was your man. Shouldn't take two players to defend a guy quite a bit smaller than you. He's at the line. Try to tie up the game. Last season, played in Israel's Tel Aviv squad. We've had a number of Plus League import players who've been on that team in their basketball career. Sen to Jackie de Guandayo. Keep rotating around, and an open shot as Walters will start the transition for the Braves. Down low, and a quick double as Laitian left open. That one's halfway down but out. Over to Boyd. How about from the left corner? He's hit. There'll be a foul against Walters, and 3 from the line. As mentioned, the Pilots are rather small in this lineup. See the referee in the slot position. Had a clear view of it. Boyd in the opening game got the start. And only 4 for 7 from the line. Not a good start to the evening from the charity stripe for him. Salvages one. Deep three from Zijie and a beauty. Putting the Braves back in front, and goes to show the importance of those free throws as pass to Boyd, wasn't ready for it. Bandayo patient with it. The defense backs off, and he almost hits the corner three. Down low to Walters. Deflected pass will head to the scorer's table. No changes to the lineup as Beast calls for the high ball screen. Let's show double and back out of it. Zijie takes the tough jumper and somehow gets it to go. Beating the buzzer and giving the Braves a 4-point lead after the first quarter of play. Pilots 1 win, 0 losses. The Braves trying to equal in the win column.
舒服吗？很喜欢啊，他很喜欢。那我们的星空姐一佩呢，做起来怎么样？很舒服，很舒服。来，乘客们也可以帮你旁边的乘客按摩、捶捶肩膀。等一下，马杀鸡 cam 也会转到你哦。对，捶捶背，捶捶背，捏捏捏，捏捏捏，像捏饺子一样。没错，这就是我们的辉夜 AI 追梦影，看起来超级舒服的吧？没错没错，雅雅帮我们咪咪捏一下，好咪，捏捏捏，来，乘客帮你左边的朋友捶捶背，右边的朋友捏捏肩膀，你们卖力应援都辛苦了。来，带着白色衣服的朋友，哎，捶头也是可以的，但是我们不要捶头上气哈。来，这个红橘色配上蓝色的吗？来，捏捏背，捏捏背，按摩马杀鸡上起来。好，接下来让我们继续为飞行部队加油 ，Let's go pilot！
谢谢凯莉，谢谢大家。掌声欢迎我们飞行员回到场上。第二节比赛开始。
The Plus League now has an English Instagram account at P.LEAGUE_EN. To end the first quarter, Lin Zijie hit a tough jumper. And now the Braves have the basketball again. Trying to give it to the hot hand. Zijie dishes it. And now it's Lai Tingen's turn. From the high post. Would he bounce? And look what I found. Taoyuan Chen gets the loose ball for an easy layup. Still have 3 guards as pass off target for Boyd. Once again, Li Jiakang has another deflection. Braves already with a 6-point lead, trying to expand on it as Zijie loses it in front of Guan Dayo. Number 12 has not missed a field goal yet. Makes sense, as Li Jiakang, being physical, will get the foul out of fresh into the game, number 24, Jian Tingzhao. Jian Tingzhao has played sparingly to start the season. Chen Li, or I'm told by Yergi Caminos that might not use this name, but has been told is also goes by Anderson. Li Jiakang, at least last season, had much better splits as the starter than off the bench, as he misses 2 free throws. So an interesting choice for the Pilots statistically, looking at him and at Travion Graham. Of course, they do play really well together as well. Handoff is Winston into the painted area. Clean defense, and the Pilots with the team rebound again. Running through, and a bad pass. Taking the contact as Whitty with a putback. Pilots have yet to score here in the second. Brown trying to get by Winston. Puts up the runner and a miss. Down low, early offense. Seems to be a stop by Brown as they scramble for the basketball, won by Boyd. Goes off pretty fancy dribbling moves, but fouled in transition as a lot of conversations going on everywhere. There's plenty of physicality in this game. And from the replay, there's really nothing, no reason for the referees to intervene with that particular rebound. DJ with the second personal. Boyd faking the handoff. Now the hammer pass as Ethan from the left corner. That's down. Pauian now has 5 points as Hamilton. Pass doesn't connect. Justin is whistled for the foul. Hamilton will try a second time. The fadeaway, no. Boyd with momentum, flying and missing. Jeffrey with a good defense as the Braves have numbers, but they bunch up underneath. And the score, as Brown's help defense was a little late. KJ with the assist. Wanayo spinning out of a baseline drive to Boyd from the elbow extended. I noticed the shot chart showed the Pilots were extremely analytical with their shot selection in the first quarter. Only inside the paint attempts and 3-pointers, as now Smart is whistled for an offensive foul. If you ask me, the key that players often forget is you want to really use your butt more than your arms to block for positioning. Even if you might think that Pauian is embellishing, don't put yourself in that position. spin around. Use your legs, use your bum to get in position, and then your arms can support. Justin fires away from 3 a little too strong. Behind the back pass from KJ. Smart. Dive on the ball by Boyd. Bouncing it up ahead. Guandayo, one man to beat, and will lay it in with his left hand as the Braves call a timeout. The Pilots haven't played a great game, but they're hanging in there, and if these hustle plays are any indication, they'll be tough to beat. We'll go to break. Back to the action after this.
好的，各位乘客，我们要来找中场游戏的人选啦！举高你的双手。
拍闪拍的越大力，我们空姐就会往你那边投哦。拍闪拍起来！
恭喜拿到中场游戏信物的朋友，恭喜这5位朋友要在我们第2节结束前3分钟来到我们。
The effort play by Julian Boyd, two-time former Dreamer and now first-time Pilot, goes the extra mile, extra possession for the Pilots, and an easy score. As we mentioned before, the Braves have all new imports, and there's a clear divide between what the coaches expect and what the players are able to do on the floor as a unit. Starter Chen is not in. It's TJ running the point as Hamilton kicks it around. KJ's got a chance from the corner. Boyd blocked out Whitkey, and here come the Pilots once again. Getting the screen as Ethan rejected, but right to the Pilots as Justin will get the foul on the drive. Fresh 14. Jeffrey Whitkey showing off his athleticism. Chasing that one all across the lane. Guandayo over to Alec Brown. He got it. Alec Brown was not an efficient shooter in the first game, only 4 for 17, but would be a welcome sight for the Pilots if he can get it going here at home. Of course, the Pilots did take the victory in the end. So anyways, back in there as Hamilton tries from the corner. Guandayo to push it up ahead. Shades of the first season as Alec Brown could not get the connection, and a turnover. Another 2-on-1, but now Brown from the outside. Got it! 2 in a row, and that's put the Pauian Pilots up in the game. Justin on the floor now to scramble back on D. It's been a 6-0 Pilots run as Smart got the jumper. Thought he was hit too. Gobbled up by the Braves. They have numbers as Brown, deflection, and a whistle comes. As we've known watching Plus League basketball, players have attempted to foul to stop fast breaks, and if you don't do it the right way, as it said, could be called for unsportsmanlike. But in last play, I would say credit to Alec Brown for hustling and a smart foul to prevent the Braves from an easy bucket. Quick double team against Smart. And somehow Jerry lost the dribble. 3-on-2 as Julian Boyd coming through the lane and hammering it. A timeout on the floor as Taoyuan, notably working something off of his injured left hand. Pilots storming ahead. Look at the resulting play. Seems like he could have knocked his finger on the catch. And as we've known Julian Boyd to do, take off from way out far. Taoyuan didn't catch the basketball quite right and reacted upon that like second or third dribble. It almost certainly is a finger dislocation. Now in the expanses of Taoyuan Arena, the cameraman can get up close. Hard to tell. Certainly can see some swelling with that right ring finger. I mentioned before, Taoyuan didn't come in with other starters earlier in the second quarter. And in very limited time now has injured himself. Not entirely sure if it was exactly on that play or something was already kicked off prior. In this particular head-to-head, the Braves have seen their average scoring go from 106 the first year, the worst head-to-head defense in the Plus League, 12 out of 12 matchups, go down to the low of Season 3's 84.6 points as the Pilots almost get a front court steal, get another deflection. Two on the body as Justin clutching in the air and with a lefty finger roll. So far in this later part of the second, it's been all Pilots. Good effort plays of the Braves, showing a low concentration level as Brown beats Whitty for the board. Chance to expand on a two-possession lead. Boyd backing down and losing the basketball, but another effort dive to save it. Justin driving, trying to dish it down low, and it's off of a Brave. 9 seconds on the shot clock. So that 84.6 points was the 5th lowest scoring mark as we see Justin showing off his athleticism. Sometimes he's actually better clutching going left than he is going right as the Braves will make a substitution. Nobody checks as a great defensive play by Walters to recover numbers for the Braves. Smart into the painted area, rough move, and it'll eventually be a Hamilton layup. As mentioned, 5th out of 30 lowest scoring offense in the head-to-head matchups. That time 6 teams. In the year after, last season, the Braves were held to 89.1 points. Guandayo to Justin, misses. Boyd down low, taking the contact. It was Walters, the only man inside. And that was the 6th lowest out of 30. So the Pilots being very consistent against the Braves, who in year 3 eventually were Plus League champions, and then last year 2 games out of the playoff picture. So now the foul situation is 4 for the Braves as a squad, 2 for the Pilots. That's the second personal foul against Walters. Boyd continues to struggle from the line. For the second one, does make the adjustment, and so far is 2 for 5 on the night. So Walters in the half court, working with KJ. Ball and getting away, and look, and a blown layup. I was thinking it was a foregone conclusion as Ethan going with some energy out to Brown, over to Justin. Not a good contest as he will miss the layup. 2-on-1 for the Braves as they elect to take a three. It's KJ from the outside, bringing the deficit back to 1. Justin from about 30 feet will not get the friendly bounce as Brown misses the tip. And again, long rebound to the Pilots as Ethan is hit from the side. It's Walters again with the foul. But need another look at that. First of all, I'm almost incredible that the Pilots would miss that three and then the bounce, as you see smartly and patiently by Alton with a shot fake. Might need a different angle to see about the foul. Alton was the Rookie of the Year in the Plus League 2 seasons ago. Mainly coming off the bench, being a change of pace guard for the Pilots. He'll go off for Jackie. Jackie's on light. Tian Guandayo's on smart. Hamilton left wide open, and he rattles it home. All tied up at 38 as Boyd gets the attention of 3 Braves. Jackie going to the lane. Another trip to the free throw line for the Pilots. Braves not on the same page defensively. There you see the 3, and it forced a closeout, and KJ thought he was safe from the baseline ref, but it was the slot official that got him. Jiakong makes his first. Last season, started 26 games, averaging about 25, 26 minutes per game, only scoring 6.2, but his main contribution is on the defensive side. Last year, the Pilots were the only consistent 3 shooting coming from Brown, Graham, Justin, and now on the Braves, number 27, Maya Zhang Zhenya, who was a 34% three-point shooter. Hamilton gives it up. Boyd strong with the ball and getting it back. He'll take an 18-footer and cash. A straight giveaway, not much the Braves coaching staff can do about that possession. To the corner as KJ waits patiently. Lighting on the hammer, or the Iverson. Now to the other side, Walters will try the 3. Two minutes to go in the half as the Pilots slowed up, but nobody checks Alec Brown, and he gets the basket. Right now, the Pilots look like the inevitable powerhouse that the Braves were all the way back in season 1 as Guan Dayo loses his sneaker. Still playing out there. The ball is batted, and right now he needs to avoid getting hurt out there on the floor. Slipping and sliding all over, as pretty smart for Justin to take the foul. Let's see what happened with Guan Dayu's sneaker. It looks like it popped off the back side. And it seems like Caminos will save Justin's energy for now. And again, the Pilots with their 3-guard lineups, but on their local front, they don't even have a lot of forwards, if any. Pauian backs it up to Hamilton. 2 go to him as the Braves rotate around. Zokwe will take it into runner range. Miss, got his own board, and will finish with a lay-in. (27-18) is the quarter scoring. Our broadcast brought to you by Formosa Television, as Boyd, he'll give it a go, and that's easy work. Julian Boyd now with 13 points on the evening. Walters will try, and a adventurous rebound there for the Pilots as Anderson will rotate it around. 2-for-1 opportunity. Pilots in no hurry as Jackie, patient with it, now driving. Back to Boyd, been in the paint for a bit. Getting it back, how about from the right wing? Yes! So that cold start for the Pilots is a thing of the past. They lead 51-40. Boyd once again vying to be the leading scorer for their squad. Crossover and a rather smart take foul. Pilots had 1 to take. And 5 seconds left for the Braves, sidelined out of bounds. Another look at Anderson. Attract the defensive 2, and that's a breakdown by the Braves. Hinton on the ball as Beast hitting 1 buzzer beater, trying to go again. How about from 3? Gave it a good effort, and eventual loose ball will go nowhere as the first half will end. The Pilots playing at home, looking strong against the Braves. It's halftime here in Taoyuan.
谢谢 Pilots Crew。再次感谢 Pilots Crew 带来的中场演出。好的，我们要来轻松一下，来玩中场的游戏啦。我们中场的游戏要玩什么呢？好，欢迎我们5位的乘客球员朋友们，在这边呢跟大家来讲解一下我们 OVO Catch and Shoot 拿了就投的规则。接下来呢，我们每一位乘客会搭配1位 Pilots Crew 的成员，还有凯莉一起来比赛。那我们看到我们的这个半场呢，地上有5个方块，分别是不同的分数。我们呢，乘客可以选择3个方块投进这个购物车里面，那进了就算得分了。那我们 Pilots Crew 呢，可以选择2个方块，你们自己搭配分数来进行投篮。OK， 那最后分数最高的2名呢，可以
halftime activity here on the floor of the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots in Taoyuan Arena in the city of, yeah, you guessed it. I'm Ryan Chen. Thank you for joining this Plus League English broadcast of the regular season. There is the combined team statistics where we have scoring, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers. That very last stat for the Braves sitting at 11. They had 22 turnovers in their first game against the Pilots, which is on the higher side, but not irrecoverable. But 11 turnovers have resulted in 15 Taoyuan Pauian Pilots points. The Pilots have shared the basketball better, done good enough on the rebounding side. There's a lot of offensive rebounds so far in the game, 13 between these two teams. And right now, if we're looking for the away side, first of all, the biggest thing is the Braves are allowing dribble penetration too easily, not enough individual accountability, and that will lead to rotations, that will lead to overhelping. The Pilots have taken advantage. Meanwhile, on the other side, number 23, Brendan Smart got him off to a good start in the game. 8 points in the first quarter, 10 points so far in the half. And the Braves have had individual heroics like Zijie going for 7 points, previously perfect 3-for-3 shooting, including a buzzer beater. Their imports of Hamilton and Whitney have all pitched in. But the Braves offense, like I mentioned, has caught these easy turnovers up. The Pilots are taking advantage. And the Braves have got to fix things on the defensive end, because so far in the game, they have 0 fast break points. They've had a few hard transition opportunities, but they really need to be getting out and running after stops. And just like the previous games, the starters doesn't mean you'll be playing the majority of the minutes, as we'll break down in the next segment for the two teams.
DJ Speaker Music， 好，直接非常狠的投进了100，哎呀，180分了，又进了，算不出来了，加油，加油，差一点点，60分，嘿，恭喜，没关系，也是很棒的成绩。好，最后一位参赛者搭配是我们凯莉。
你好，你好。
准备9位，谢谢工作人员。
加油，凯莉加油！
究竟谁可以获得 OPPO 以及 PC Home 联名的小方块投影机呢？100分投进，180分。 加油加油！哦，凯莉比出了一个 I got you back 的手势。好，加油加油！哎，好险进了，差一点漏气。决定命运的方块就是这一，恭喜！好，谢谢。好，我们旁边呢，乘客在我们的场边呢，来稍作休息一下，我们统计一下分数。你们统计一下分数，因为我们会有平手的这个可能产生，所以我们道具呢，稍等一下。好，我们一配组跟凯莉组是同分，要来 PK 啦，要来 PK。投3颗就好，帮我摆3颗。我们摆在罚球线好不好？都摆在罚球线好了。好，这样 OK。那我们好一配组先来这个 PK 战哦，加油！草率了，兄弟。第一球很可惜。
So it's a shoot the PC home cube into the shopping cart. Halftime game. Leading scores for the Braves starts with Brandon Smart's 10 points, Hamilton with 9, Jeffrey Whitey getting the start with 7, along with Zijie, and KJ knocked down a part transition 3 for his 3 points. That's the leading scores for the Braves side. On the Pilots, new pilot Julian Boyd leads them with 16 points, Alec Brown with 9, Ethan Byalton with 7, Travion Graham getting the start with 5, and Justin, you could say, being held to 5 points in the early going. The Pilots haven't even been perfect when it's come to trying to deliver entry passes for Julian Boyd, and he's still been that productive. Been a mismatch problem for the Braves as a big who's not even that big, but certainly has good mobility, and in this game shown off a good shooting touch. There's a long 2, followed up by a transition 3 later in the ball game. And similar to the Dreamers previously, Boyd has got to play a big position, sometimes with, sometimes without other import bigs. But playing small really suits his game. We'll go to break before the start of the second half in 4.5 minutes.
来，帮我们补满队伍。看到中间的摄影师，1、2、3，笑一个。谢谢我们 PC Home， 谢谢，恭喜，谢谢，谢谢我们万副总，谢谢乘客，谢谢。好的，游戏结束，谢谢我们 Palace Two。那我们上半场的精彩的比赛呢，刚刚结束，目前领先11分。待会下半场精彩的比赛很快就要开始，大家稍作休息，待会见。
奥利维格洗洗香。
都有 Airways， 来勉励 Airways。Airways 绝对不平凡。
可恶的酸痛怪 ，A 先钢铁连接计划。
Welcome inside Taoyuan Arena, where some of the festivities pregame, including a family fun for all ages, and in collaboration with the Taoyuan Leopards, the pilots have elected to keep the middle stage open, and they've split the mobile stands where there previously was one big section, but they've moved the corners behind the baseline for a more intimate viewing experience. Basketball-wise, the boys are taking care of business, holding the Braves to just 40 points through one half of play. The Ghost Hawks are also in the building, I believe across from the visitors bench. Out corner, joined by his assistant coach Sean. They'll be making their Plus League debut tomorrow, having posted the preseason back in October. Squad that has a good mix of veterans and guys with a few years experience, and some of the youngins they're trying to bring along. Lin Sijie is in the second half starting lineup along with KJ and Lai Tingan. Meanwhile, the pilots got the same starting five as the game as a collision, and KJ and Travion both worse for wear. Looks like KJ's cut on the play as the pilots also wave for their medical staff to bring on some help for Travion as you see the face-to-face collision. Not the way you want to start the play with it. Looks like KJ and Travion left with a cut on their face. Graham also took a hit in the opening game, but stayed in. I believe that was close to the end of the third quarter. So previously, you saw Jones for the pilots, and seated in between Hamilton and Winston is King, who wasn't ready to go in the preseason either. But we have his game film for playing in Taiwan for a few years now in the other league here in Taiwan, as Travion is now helped to his feet. Still getting wiped off. Not only is the cut something to be worried about, but also potential concussion. Yergi's got the boys together. Will be certainly making an adjustment with Travion at least needing to get bandaged up to prevent any more bleeding. So out of the baseline, a deep inbound as Jackie to the corner. to the deep corner as Justin will miss. Ziji, a dangerous pass backwards as Laitian will bring it across the timeline. Going baseline, getting around one, firing off the pass, inside-outside game. Pretty good, except for the finish as Walters hits it out of bounds. Good creativity by Laitingen, but not quite the finish they need. Justin, kick out to Ethan, getting it back, now the screen. Boyd going under, and he's held by Beast. Just a straight take foul, and that's the second for the Braves in just a minute of play. Boyd and Justin again, and Jeff Wu is in. As Withee offers up a good contest, and Ethan comes in for the board. Now Julian Boyd getting by his man, and this time laying it off the glass. Took a few tries, but now the Pilots are on the board here in the second half. He's picked up his dribble, and now the Braves have to reset. Laitian doesn't find any room as Withee is fouled. Alec Brown trying to look for the explanation. 2 free throws coming up. In the first half, as a squad, Braves were 3 of 4, all by that man right there, number 55. Jeffrey out of Horizon High in California. And Boyd challenging again, and unfortunate bounce of the basketball if you're the Braves. Getting a look at Boyd almost taking his man as Beast. A little bit too many style points there. One-handed rebound gone awry. Jackie doing the round the world. Out to Justin and back out again. Beating the shot clock, but not getting the bounce. Braves down by 11. As Beast getting the screen, running into the defense though, as the Braves not going anywhere. And the Pilots a little too handsy, poke Laitingen in the face. Flare screen for Beast. He fires away short, and a long rebound for the boys in blue behind the back. Would have been a fantastic play. Looks like Lee Jiakang jumped in just in time. Beast now with Brown on him. Spin move swallowed up by the defense though. Block shot out of bounds. Good to see Ziji out there, but right now, between the dropped rebound and the block shot, doing a little too much. Things are not easy out there. As a brick, look what I found. Ziji denied by Boyd though. On the break, how about Jackie from the left corner? Easy. Jiakang's continued his strong shooting start to the season. Now, 2 for 4 from the field as Lai Tian in amongst traffic, and it's out of bounds. 2 Braves came to the basketball. There's Aaron Wu, the called 执行教练, which sounds to me like executive coach. As Roger now seated on the bench behind the LEDs. Score sheet is signed by Aaron. Alec Brown, he drains the 3. Down by 17, the Braves have yet to call that timeout. And up the ball screen, Jeff Wu. Lighting into Walters. Skip past, nobody on him as Jeff Wu counters with his 3. Made 3 against the Steelers, and the Braves needed it. How about another one? Lee Jiakang backing away from it, feeling confident. Braves pacing with it as Jeff Wu not careful with it. He turns it over out of bounds. Good vision there by Walters to hit the man in the corner. Justin, down low to Julian Boyd. What a find, as maybe Julian Boyd needs to check his hands. But the 2 points, and he doesn't look injured, fortunately. So anyway, and Brendan Smart checked in together, as did Hamilton. Baseline move, forced into a turnover. Alec Brown uncareful with it, and a foul does come. And now we are under the time threshold, and a timeout coming up. But you see Justin find the crease for the pass. So what we see is probably Julian Boyd with some sweaty hands. We'll have time to dry it off during this timeout. The Pilots expanding on their lead against the Braves.
现在是机上服务时间，空姐餐车准备上菜喽！本期空姐餐车的第一道好菜是 PC Home OVO 联名的 Boxman 小方块投影机。当年牛顿被苹果砸到，发现地心引力，而我凯莉老师发现了个比苹果还轻，只有189克的投影机。 随手拿了就投，还可以投到120寸的大荧幕哦。接着，乘客们，让我们用 Boxman 小方块的魔力迎接下半场的比赛吧。当我喊拿了就投，我要听到全场乘客喊 OVO， 拿了就投
OVO，
拿了就投
OVO，
喊得越大声就有小礼物哦，拿了就投
OVO，
最后一次拿了就投
OVO。
感谢各位乘客享用机上服务，让我们继续为领航员加油。
This past Wednesday in the East Asia Super League, the Japanese P.LEAGUE team swept. Hiroshima Dragonflies and Ryukyu Golden Kings both made comebacks and went on to win their game. That was against the Hong Kong Eastern and Macau Black Bears as their opponents respectively. And a 5-second inbounds. Li Jiakang being the only viable option that Jordan Hamilton smartly denied. So far, it's been a 10-5 third quarter for the Pilots. Taoyuan had that finger injury earlier in the game, dislocation, we guess. Smart going baseline, tough jumper, gets it to fall. A little feast or famine with Smart as Julian Boyd, tough make from inside. Could be an assist for Pauian. And an illegal screen, they say. I want to see that one again. Definitely, if you're the Braves, kind of a tough one to take. Pilots got the switch as Woodheat kicks the pass. Numbers for the Pilots is Justin, wet from outside. Hamilton trying to start the counter for the Braves. Got Jeffrey down low. Pass denied as Boyd jumps in for it. When it rains, it pours for the Braves. They leave a man wide open. It's Ethan from the left corner, and another one. Now the Braves elect to call timeout, with the Pilots really on cruise control, everything coming so easy. And for the Braves, everything is difficult between the loose balls, the poor effort, and the lack of concentration. It's been not fun. You're rooting for the visiting team here in the Taoyuan Arena. Back in season 1, the Braves dominated the regular season, 19 wins, 5 losses. Definitely seems like the Pilots should be aiming for that mark with how strong they played. Let's listen to the timeout. Graham patched up, but sitting comfortably on the bench, exchanging with Yuri Caminos. Not much sense of urgency if you're the Pilots. They've been playing very well, now with a little bit of full court pressure. And Tintal will bring it up the floor. You saw on the Brave side, Coach Roger with a borderline snarl. Not like the way the team has been playing. Rough play on the outside. Jeff Wu end up on the floor as the whistle will eventually come for a baseline drive. Justin's third personal foul. Tip pass, and Walters will save it inbounds. Definitely don't want to let too much shot clock burn. TJ pump fake to a swish. All last year was a 6 points per game score on only 20 minutes as they block inside. Transition opportunity, 3-on-2. Jeff Wu firing away and barely got the iron as it looks like the ref's missing out of bounds. Pilots eventually with a rebound as Hamilton reaching and fouling. That'll be free throws for the Pilots. Changes for the Pilots. Chen Li-sen and Guan Daiyou coming in together. They've been a pairing for a lot of the first half as well. It's interesting because in my pregame notes, I kind of thought that Chen Li-sen is a little bit more offensively minded, having run the Guoti offense for 2 seasons. And Guan Daiyou, a little bit sturdier, a little bit more experience as your defensive option, but evidently they play them together as a creative solution to the personnel. Travion will be coming in with the bandage, kind of off his left eyebrow, and the Pilots matching the Braves, relatively speaking, going smaller. Brandon Walters is set center, leads the way, or George is their power forward. This is actually sometimes where Travion Graham is his most dangerous. Nice down screen, but a loose hands and a turnover for the Braves. Pilots racing up ahead. Guan Daiyou doesn't see it in his hands, and a turnover going a little too fast for the Pilots. Another look at, you give credit to Julian Boyd for causing that loose ball. Down low to Walters, 1 man to beat as he got around Julian Boyd and over Travion Graham. Seems like the other referees are going to jump in on this out of bounds call. Braves currently running a 1 import lineup. And different teams in the past have found success. Not too many W's in the standings, but certainly do a lot of fanfare. Last year, Steelers with only Ravonte Rice. No imports even available to play. Down low as Walters will get the finish. Now the Braves showing off a zone. Travion in the middle, Julian Boyd, nice find. Not much of a challenge for the Pilots offense, even with not very sharp shooting Guan Daiyou in there. Play under for a TJ, he leads it away, his shot is missed. Jackie with a tough layup, even through the forest of Braves defenders. Josh to Jeff. He's got a good look. And that's how the game has kind of gone. How about outside from Chen, just off the mark. Trying to go mismatch. Josh, poke behind, and a turnover. Jackie back, and a Pilot's turnover. Travion Graham not ready for it, it seems. Somewhere off. The Braves get a second opportunity. Mismatches everywhere, but they don't go as TJ's fouled. Should have had the layup. It looks like Yuri Caminos is ready to size up. So pregame, they had a long video ready for Zhang Zhenya while he's warming up, the former Pilot. The Pilots really needed his sharpshooting in the finals, but he was not able to provide against the new Taipei Kings. Zhang Zhenya, a alum of Zhenzi University. As is KJ, as is Mohammed, as is MD Ding for the Pilots, their international school player. Registered for the game, active for the game, I should say, but don't expect him to jump in there. Aggressive rebounding foul. And that'll send Linz away to the free throw line. Third personal on Travion, as indicated by the scorebook. So far in this third, the Braves 5 for 14 from the field and 7 turnovers. Their only positive I could take away is so far they are 4 for 5. Now 5 for 6 from the free throw line as compared to the Pilots 2 for 2 by Li Jiakang on the quarter. That's about all you can say in a positive light about this third for them. Travion getting around the zone as they swing it around. Alec Brown has got a look. Almost as Linton, he can't get the tip in. And less than 30 seconds left. As Zhang Zhenya swishes from the left wing. What a way to ingratiate yourself back to your old home arena. The Pilots hold for this last shot. One ball screen by Brown. Travion kicks it to Guandayo in the left corner, and that's a good answer by the Pilots. Confidence up and down this lineup. They maintain a healthy lead over the Braves here in Game 3. They have one more to play tomorrow. The Braves perhaps already looking forward to next weekend at home. The fourth quarter coming up after this.
的热舞时间啦，让我看看谁跳得最卖力，就有机会获得空姐手中的达美乐披萨兑换券哦。跳起来吧，妹妹，你跳得很好呢。看看大荧幕，哇，很漂亮的乘客。跳起来，雨轩！ 券哦，全省都可以做兑换。
谢谢凯莉，谢谢 Pauian School， 谢谢所有乘客、球迷朋友们。各位乘客，我们奋战到了第4节，让我们一起用力的来稳住胜利，好不好？
Plus 球迷 Oh My Basketball 是我本人在 Ivy Bar 学英文吧，教你篮球的英文术语，欢迎大家点资讯栏的链接一起学习。So friends of the pilots, we've been told the personnel of the Rakuten group are here, including members of the Rakuten girls of the Rakuten baseball team. Loose pass, but the relay man Jeffrey Whitty working the double relay as a miss results in an Alec Brown rebound. In the very first year, I remember the Rakuten girls came to Taoyuan Arena to be the cheerleaders while the pilots were putting together their pilots crew. More zone defense as blind pig action to Travion the other way. Running low on time, Chen Lisa. Butter with a 3. Patient offense is how these get started. Definitely thought Alec Brown, with his height, had a good chance, but offered it up to his teammate. Here's the shooting, three-point shooting. The top of your screen on the game. A tricky floater taken by Josh. So now it's the Braves who are really sizing down with Jeffrey Whitty at center, but power forward, I guess the forward spot's occupied by Winston and Zhang Zhenya. Long inbound play, it goes nowhere. Winston, good ball fake. TJ to the corner, tough angle as Whitty gets the bounce. About Travion Graham, and that's a spot for the Pilots. They've already had 3 or 4 splashes from that left corner. On the east side of the arena. Winston left open. Going back door, TJ will get the lay-in. Justin held on the drive. Now Jordan Hamilton is ready to go again. Travion got by 1, dishes off to Brown, who gets the two-handed dunk. Over to the other side, Josh, he buries the 3. So far in the game, the Braves are hovering right about 30% from beyond the arc. All 14 of their active roster has made it on the floor. Back to Brown, and he can't quite counter the Braves. Down by 21 here in the fourth as Winston given room. He'll have to run some more offense. Now getting Linton on the fake as Hamilton, he will down the 3 of his own. Braves love playing zone with Winston in there as a bad pass. Target for Travion Graham. Numbers for the Braves as a foul at the rim. Alec Brown against Jeffrey Whitney. Looks like he hurt his hand on the rim. Oh, he's a dangerous proposition. Another look at just a simple drive by Travion resulted in that dunk. And over here you see Jeffrey, maybe his pinky, kind of in a dangerous position. Not a great jersey tuck, as requested by the referees. He's got 11 points, 13 rebounds. He's been pretty solid from the free throw line today. That last free throw now makes him 6 for 7. And a pretty good night in the charity stripe. Braves sticking with that 2-3 zone. Ethan driving, kicking. Travion, how about from the left wing? Automatic. And it remains true. The Pilots penetrating with ease against the Braves. Loose ball as Hamilton launches from deep. And what a shot. How about to the corner? Travion, another one. Wow, that's well on their way to 100 points in the ball game. Jeffrey trying to join the action as the Braves combine for that offensive rebound. Hamilton feeling it. Now some pressure by Josh as he's called for the foul. Personnel changes coming up. It's Jeff Wu and Chen Yue in as they switch back to man defense. Down low to Brown, out to Travion, but he didn't make a clean catch. So after a few jabs, another 3, nothing but net. It's Travion's world and we're just living in it. Anyway, got away with a push move and scores the layup. Need the slot official to help on a play like that. It's Alec Brown's turn. Chance for the Braves to push after the swirl miss. Trying to go for Whitney. Looped pass, took forever, an eventual foul will come. Definitely a bailout foul by the referees. Fourth person on Travion. That might be the only thing that stops this man tonight.
少宇。
He goes 1 for 2 in back-to-back trips. In the preseason, Jeffrey's high was only 10 points, and that was a repeat performance game 1 and game 2. A little too automatic and a turnover for the Pilots. Going the other way, Taoyuan with a tough layup. He came off the bench both of those games. Travion tried to run away without the basketball. Back to Justin, no one guarding, and he bottoms the tray. Well, so much for the poor three-point shooting in game 1. Pilots now with their 19th made 3. Everybody who's played for them has made one, has another one up, but missed as Jeff Wu going to get a secure handle on the basketball. Not quite time to empty the bench. See Qiao Tuyu and Ling Ziwei working on their shooting motion behind the Pilots bench. Maybe a last bit of run for their rotational guides as Guan Dayo in for Jackie. Julian Boyd in for Brown. Switches the screen. Guan Dayo having made one. Off the mark as Boyd, tough with it, got him in the air and can't stuff it in. So 4.5 minutes to go. The lead is 20 as Guan Dayo giving Taoyuan room. This from inside as what he is, you'll learn the Mandarin phrase of tonight is Mai Gao, or so tall that you don't even need to jump to play basketball. He's fouled and more free throws coming up. It's been a long stint for him. We haven't seen Brandon Walters in a long stretch. He has not played in the fourth quarter. With those free throws, Whitty is now leading the Braves as Boyd is denied at the rim. Pilots thought about trapping Taoyuan, who rifles a pass off the backboard. I don't think the scorekeepers will count that as an assist. So a little bit of levity as the Pilots elect to call a timeout, talk things over, and finish off this victory against the Braves. 97-81 when we come back.
航向你的朋友举高你的双手，让 Pilots Crew 看到你，好不好？谁想要证件带的？让我听到你的声音。谢谢各位，比赛剩下3分58秒。
Coming up on Wednesday, the Macau Black Bears trying to get their first home win in the East Asia Super League, welcoming in to Studio City the Busan KCC Aegis. Well, the Pilots trying to go for the record in terms of three-point shooting as a squad. We'll bring that to you shortly. Travion Graham coming alive with 16 points on the night, 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let's go, Pilots! Let's go, Pilots! Let's go, Pilots!
More zone defense for the Braves as Travion and Boyd roam around the baseline. Eventually get a catch and shoot for Justin. Look what I found by Alton. 2 points. I think that was Travion Graham with the effort. The plus league record is 22 made threes done by the Kings and Lioneers, as it seems like Hamilton has found his stroke. I didn't realize Justin was on the alley-oop list. Continued offense. How about Justin from the left corner? Wayward and Travion Graham fighting for the board. Needing an outlet and will throw it out of bounds. Braves not too shabby, 10 of 30 shooting the three as Hamilton feeling it from 35 feet. Seems like the Pilots need to press up. Making it somewhat respectable of a score, but I think if you watch the film back, the Braves still have a lot to correct. Down low as Julian Boyd will vacate the paint. Tough two. Boyd grabs the board, rejected by the Braves defense, and the Pilots hit it out of bounds. And finally, Yergi Caminos will bring in a few of his reserves. Chao Zuyu and Ling Ziwei will come in. This time with a two-motion jump shot. A perfect switch by Boyd, again from long two range. Anyway, definitely has demonstrated his penchant for going left. We'll have 2 free throws coming up as the Braves here in the fourth lead 28-21. Doesn't feel like they're taking care of business on the defensive end though. Like he's made an adjustment to his free throw motion. Travion down low to Boyd, stopped by Smart, and getting the bounce. I believe one of the few and ones we've had all game. Boyd has had a strong game. Can't get the free throw. Perhaps we were trying to set the screen as Travion finds a crease, works inside, and no resistance by the Braves defense. An important time for Linzaway to get defensive possessions against Hamilton. Zue from the left corner, and just cosmetic on the game as Smart. Got a double step back. We'll close the gap to 11 points as the Pilots will bring it across the timeline and call it a ball game. 105-94 is the final score, but it was not even that close during the ball game as the Pilots stay composed, get the victory, while the Braves continue to look for answers on both ends of the floor, primarily defensively. The goal is to allow less than 25 points. 20 would be ideal, and the Pilots were able to break through on the second, third, and fourth quarters. There you see on the score line. "19 made threes is a season high, but the record for the squad is 22, done a couple times, once by the Kings, once by the Lioneers. 6 Pilots score in double digits, led by Julian Boyd's 28 points. Travion Graham came in a little later, but very clinical with his scoring. 18 points on 10 shots, no free throw attempts. Maybe the only area the Pilots left something out on the floor as they go around the courtside seats. And even some high five with the broadcasters. And I feel left out. But happy to break down this game in the end. It's Julian Boyd donning the headset. Now they're ready to throw it over to Julian Boyd, the standout of today's game.
How you doing, man? I can hear you, I can hear you. Hey, exactly where I want to be, man. Love this place, love this country. I'm glad I'm able to be back this season.
Asked about his individual performance.
I mean, overall, I think I did pretty well, but, you know, it's in my mind. Free throws, I got to knock down some free throws, man. Made some threes, made some shots, but the free throws didn't want to drop, so that's on my mind. But as far as, you know, this team we have, it could be anybody on any night, and everybody on this team, so unselfish, was able to give me the ball. Pod, Justin, everybody, Jackie, the way that they pass is amazing. So I was able to get the ball in some good positions, and the ball was falling on some jump shots tonight, but just not them damn free throws, man.
Julian Boyd giving his teammates credit, though they could have been even better with their passing. Now asked about playing at home.
Hey, this environment's amazing. As you see, this team is amazing, man. This is the best team. Everybody's so together all the time. I love getting rain and win tickets. So, you know, this environment's great. The fans is great. This team is great. Coach is great. Staff, organization, everything's amazing, man. So being able to be here for the first home game and win is amazing, and just trying to keep it up every time we come in here. Thank you, thank you.
Julian Boyd signing the camera. And new tradition here in the Plus League for the player interviewed post-game. Pilots now move on to 2 wins, no losses on the season. As we talked about before, definitely expect them to lead the standings in the regular season. And they also have East Asia Super League competition to balance as well. We'll go to break before a final word on the contest between the Braves and Pilots from Taoyuan.
The environment that you bring that gives me energy to come in here and play. So all the fans in here tonight, everybody, I definitely appreciate you all. And I look forward to playing in here a lot more and seeing you guys in here every game, man. Thank you.
这是我第一次以领航员的身份在这个球场打球，你们为我们加油的方式很特别，只希望你们能够一直来到这个球场，继续为我们加油。
好的，那我们也很期待看到布伊德接下来呢顺利的规划。那可不可以请 Boyd 用一句中文来跟乘客打招呼呢？
谢谢 to everybody in here 。
掌声送给 Julian Boyd。好，我们现在呢要来签我们的胜利小球啦，请我们布伊德为我们留念。然后待会呢，我们也会欢迎我们计票的乘客。 来，请布伊德来颁发给我们的乘客。OK, take a picture first. 好，布伊德先独照，看中间。他先独照一张，来看中间 ，take a picture. OK, 好，欢迎我们计票乘客，欢迎来到我们中圈，欢迎我们桃园水饺的小老板来看到。 Watch your front. 恭喜拿到小球。好，接下来呢还有2颗球，要请布伊德来签名，要送给现场的朋友。好，哪边的尖叫声最大？布伊德要走向这里啦。
Still more to do for the player of the game of the Pilots, Julian Boyd, with a new team, and so far starting his season in a very strong way. Pilots started the ball game with cold shooting, but stuck with their game plan. Eventually broke through, thanks to playing the Braves. Very tough on the dribble drive, especially when they were in zone defense. It was not providing any defensive resistance. The Braves played all 14 guys. The only positive, Jeffrey Witt, he 17 points, 17 rebounds, 9 of 12 from the free throw line. As we now move on to the team statistics, where the Pilots 19 for 40 3-point shooting is the standout stat of this game. We're close enough to the Braves in terms of rebounding, and took advantage of the Braves' easy turnovers in the first half to weather the tough play in the first quarter, get into a lead in the second, and of course run away in the second half. So the Braves, I think a lot of individual accountability will be very important, because it doesn't matter what defense you play if the other team can drive on you like the Pilots did today. And the Pilots hope to keep the hot shooting going tomorrow at 5 o'clock here in Taoyuan Arena against the Tainan TSG Ghost Hawks, who we welcome to the Plus League. They'll be making their regular season debut tomorrow. So we invite you to tune into that ball game and all Plus League games. And the Braves will be the home team next weekend, trying to turn things around. So on behalf of Chen Ziwei and Zhang Yaozong, I've been Ryan Chen, and thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
is in. As you see, this team is amazing, man.
It's not how you fall, it's how you get back up.